Okay, I got some video inspiration on some random comment on Instagram. And today I'm going to talk about self-respect, something that we all need. And the reason we need this is because so many other people are going to disrespect us, which is really unfortunate. If you think about it, in so many ways, society is built on disrespecting each other. What the hell's up with that? You know, some people think they're a little smarter than others. Some people think they're a little richer than others. But rich in what way, right? Some people think they're a little more attractive than others. Some people think, no, those are the main ones. Some people think they're more pure than others. There's so many things, right? So many people, unfortunately, go around disrespecting others. Some of them very overtly, especially on the internet, you know, the whole internet, what they post, and you see a real picture of them, and they're like, this really geeky person, and this little old computer from the 90s or something. Anyway, but in general, people disrespect each other, sometimes overtly. That's what the internet seems to be for at times, where you get a few lamos. But also day to day, without realizing it. How we react to each other. We often don't realize what we're doing. You know, that look that sometimes people give you, or that we give each other, or the way we speak to each other. You know, look at or speak to people like they're less than us. That's getting a little old. You know, it's not like I haven't gone into, you know, the fancy hoity-toity stores and you get a look or two. Fortunately, with rich rock stars around, I can walk into a whole run through without funny looks. But in general, you get some funny looks. If you're in a fancy neighborhood and you don't look like you should be there, or if you're dressed all nice and in the not so fancy neighborhood, then they're all looking at you like there's something wrong with you because you have too much money and you dress too fancy. It gets a little old, but you know, we all judge. Whether it be in our minds, we look at a person and have some thoughts. You know, we should take care of those things. We should watch those and watch ourselves. Why are we having these thoughts? Why do people feel this need to put others down, to look down on others? Why do we have this need to find a way that we're better than others? Okay, I can do the gross grind faster than you. Maybe that's it. Yeah, okay, I'm only half fast on the gross grind, but you know, everybody, we all have this thing, right? Maybe I'm a little smarter than you. We're one thing is we're all raised with it in a way. We pick up the crap, even though we might have had idiots raising us. Sorry, we might have had unenlightened people raising us. You never know. Some people, sounds like they have. Sometimes we pick up on that and don't realize it. Or what's around us, just seeing it so many times, sometimes we pick up on that. And then we have this thing of we have to have something about ourselves that's better than other people. Yeah, fuck that shit. Just stop it. Just stop it now, okay? If you're going into that, just stop. You know why we do that? Okay, most people already know why. It's because there's something within ourselves where we don't feel good, worthy enough or good enough. So we put others down to try to raise ourselves up in our own mind. That's not going very deep, is it? But, you know, a lot of people do that. It's not usually a conscious thing. Usually it's let's go belittle others to make ourselves feel better. It happens. You've seen it happen. Have you ever walked around downtown, ever ridden a bus, ever been on a train? It happens all the time. The real reason is those people just aren't feeling complete love for themselves or secure within themselves. It's unfortunate. And, of course, it's a repeating pattern. You know, you've had a lot of people put you down, or a lot of people at work go out of the way to try to prove that they're better than you because they want to get good in the eyes of the boss or whatever, or feel better about their own job. They might feel like they're a slacker and they can't admit it to themselves or the boss. So they're going to put you down, or whoever they can, whoever will fall for this crap, put them down and tell them that they're working slow. But none of them get to the root of the problem. It's a repeating pattern. You've had it happen to you, you do it to others. Not purposely, well, most people. It's a repeating pattern. And then unfortunately, if you've been treated a certain way for most of your life, you're used to that. And you put up with it. And you get into situations where it will repeat and it will happen. There's a thing, they call it cycle of abuse. It's what you put up with or had to put up with or had to endure, usually when you're younger. And you will get into situations like that again. The same similar situations with the same kind of abuse, and or will be abusing others in the same way. And it's not like it's just easy to get out of, like, I'll just fix this now, get over it. No, that's not an easy thing. It's ingrained, it's subconscious. People spend years and sometimes thousands of dollars to get rid of this stuff. I've worked with a lot of people who have had lives that make the worst of my life look like nothing, look like I just skated through all of it. I've worked with these people, and they could make the pile of us, all of you watching this and me, all of us seem like we just skated through life. Some of these people that I've worked with, and these poor people, they're suffering. Come on, it's not like they purposely screw up or purposely do shit. They're trying to get over stuff. They're trying to get past being treated certain ways and treating people certain ways. It's a work in process. And if you're sitting there, yeah, not like that, I'm all perfect. Whatever. I have yet to meet some perfect people that don't do this shit at least a little bit. You know, I did meet some Buddhist monks. I think they're past that. But, you know, for the rest of us, it happens. How many times have you looked at somebody and thought something not so positive? Now, fortunately, I'm so very fortunate. I surround myself with some very awesome, positive people. Like, we'll start talking about somebody, a friend, whatever, person in the community, and they'll say good things about them. How often does that happen, really? But fortunately, I'm surrounded by people that are like this now. And the only reason I am is because I kind of ditched the other ones. You know, so it's a moving forward thing. It's surrounding yourself with people who treat you with respect. But we have to treat ourselves with respect too, or else nobody else is going to treat us with respect, right? Mirrors, you know, those people around us are sometimes mirrors. Now, also, don't go overboard, like thinking, you're all great, I'm pretty amazing, I'm this amazing adept of magic, or whatever your thing is. I can lift twice as much as you. Yeah, you could think that, but it's better. A better way to think is, I can lift twice as much as I did last year. I can run 3 times as fast as I did 4 years ago. You know, my test scores are a way higher GPA than 2 years ago. So if you're thinking self-improvement, that's better than comparing yourself to others. What the hell? You don't know what they've gone through. You don't know what their life is like. You don't know what challenges they have. You don't know if their mother's dying of cancer. You don't know if they're dying of cancer. Like, come on, get over yourself for freaking judging crap. And then you have challenges as well. So forget the comparing yourself to others. They live a completely different life, especially us magicians. Come on. How many people live the same life as any of us? Seriously? It's pretty rare. So forget this comparing yourself to others. Compare yourself to what were you before. Our path is a path of self-improvement. Have you improved in the last year? Last 6 months? Last year? Last 5 years? Look back. Have you improved? If you don't think you have, you either need to work on some self-esteem there a little, or you need to do a little more work. A bit of both, maybe. It's all a work in progress, but generally, the path of magic, the various paths, is to improve ourselves, is to purify ourselves, purify the crap out, work on ourselves, improve ourselves each year. Well, each day, really, but each year. Each month would be better, because if we're assessing ourselves each day, we might overthink it and be a little hard on ourselves. So, you know, a little monthly assessment, a few years assessment, come up with some goals, some inner goals. See, everybody, external goals, that's so easy, but internal goals, it's a little harder to nail down. But some internal and external goals are good, and regular improvement is good. Now, you don't want to be too hard on yourself, but you do want to work towards improvement, and you do want to set some goals Have some viable goals you can actually do. Write them down, put them on the altar, get to it. Ask the invisibles to help you with these goals because they are amazing at these things. And even if set goals seem impossible, start small, work up. And then improving yourself seems impossible, start small, work up. Everybody can do one thing that improves over the day before or the month before. Just one little thing, even if it's little. Just to get started. You know, the first thing to getting started, you know, when you got to go to the gym, what's the hardest part of the gym? It's not working, it's not the cardio, it's not the lifting, it's the leaving the house, right? So it's the same with inner work and external work. Sorry about that. The hardest part is getting started. Step one, to do it, to do the easiest first step. So you just got to start. You just got to, focus is good. Pick a few things, pick a few goals, a few things you want to improve. Usually one big thing and one small thing is what I recommend. Because if you have two big things, you split your focus. You split all your time, all your resources, all your focus, all your effort, all your magic in half. So one big one is generally good. Gotta figure out what it is first, what you want first, like I said in that other video over there. And then one or two little things that you want to focus on as well. But I'm starting to repeat myself in that other video. Anyway, respect, self-respect. So be a person you can respect. Just, you know, might want to think of the things that you don't respect about yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, though. That's everybody else's job, right? Just think about a couple things that would improve your own self-respect. Again, don't be too hard on yourself. Just pick a couple things and slowly move towards that. And now, this is my personal opinion, is you pick things to you, where you decide what the self-respect is. Where you decide what it is. Not other people. Not some book, some Bible, not some religion. No, 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 no. What do you respect about people, about yourself? What do you respect in others? The whole following others thing is good if they're along with your same values, or if you highly respect that way of thinking and that path. But just following people just because that's what they say and that's what all society says, anyway, that's not my thing. Not what I recommend, but hey, if you want to do it, go for it. But anyway, think of you yourself, what you respect most. Who do you want to be? What do you want to be? What you want to change up about yourself. We're magicians. We can change whatever we want. Takes a little while sometimes, especially that big stuff. But it is a path of change and transformation. So get on it. Go slow. Be gentle with yourself. You know, there's so little gentleness in this world. Like, holy hell. So you got to be gentle with yourself because you don't always find it elsewhere, right? So you got to be gentle with yourself. Respect yourself. Surround yourself with people who respect you. Respect them while you're at it. As much as you can. If you slip up, whatever, just freaking forgive yourself. Let it go. Move on. Just go for improvement. Just freaking, that past shit you've done, just, it's irrelevant. If you're moving forward now, what you did before is irrelevant. Sure, you slip up. Okay, magic path is not like up, 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 up. It's not how magic works. It's like up, 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 up. Oh shit, up, 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 up. Is usually how it works, right? There's some dips and valleys. It happens. That's life, you know? You can't just go up, 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 up. And if you're just going up, 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 you might be ignoring and avoiding some stuff. Maybe not, but you might be. So there's some dips and hills and valleys and stuff on the path. So just, as long as you're moving forward, don't worry about what the past has been, but think of it as an amazing teacher and look back at it. Why did I do this? What made me do this? How can I change? How did I get into the pattern? How do I resolve that pattern? How do I get past that pattern? How do I forgive myself for that shit? And then just move on, move forward. The past is just learning. It's a learning experience. It's an awesome learning experience. We can learn who we are, where we came from, how we did things, and then to move forward. Sometimes it's a little hard to move forward if we're not looking at anything else and we've never had any experiences. Day one of magic, you can only look forward like a little bit. If you've been doing magic for a while and you've gone through a lot, you can move forward really fast. Also, I met a lot of magicians, several thousand over the years. I get a lot, I travel a lot. I go to big conventions sometimes. What was I thinking? Anyway, I'm a recluse, don't mind me. But I've met a lot of practitioners, and the strongest, most kick-ass practitioners are the ones who went through the hardest shit. The ones who had to struggle, because, you know, when you got to go through stuff and you got to struggle, you figure out how the hell to get out of it. You know, if you haven't had anything too hard come up, nothing too difficult yet, I find that those sort of folks aren't as strong at magic in general. There's the odd exception, but in general, and that's also, as we get older, we get better at magic because we've been through more, we've done more, we've had to frickin' scrape our way out by our last breath nearly out of situations, right? As you get older, the more things happen. So you get stronger. So when you first start at magic, not as strong. There's a little bit of beginner luck and energy, but as you get older, you get stronger. And the people who have really had to survive some situations, when they start working magic, that's definitely the time they can really pull in some power and put out some power and get some stuff done. So anyway, some inspiration for all the magicians. Everybody respect yourself more. And while you're at it, just get respecting other people more. In general, there's all people we're biased against. I won't mention any famous names. KKK. Stuff like that. But anyway, just ignore them. And in general, just respect people. Complete strangers, respect people. And respect yourself. It all starts from yourself. So get loving yourself. Okay, that's your homework for this week. Everybody, every single person watching this. Homework for this week is to figure out how to love yourself. Okay? Get on that. The spirits do. I don't know what our problem is. Anyway, get on that. Anyway, over and out. Thanks for watching, and I'll maybe do some more of these.
Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and share.